Hello Sagittarius, EJ with EJ Star Tarot with your reading from February 11th through the 17th, 2019. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, and your subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified. I kept getting some really anxiety energy here, like worry energy, stress. You have the Strength card here, which represents a Leo. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. The Strength card saying that you need to have courage. You need to have courage and you need to have patience. Go within your inner self to pull out that strength that you have. Because I feel like you need some encouragement there. You need some self-discipline and respect. I feel like something needs to happen here. Something unexpectedly is going to happen. And I do feel like you need to just use that inner courage to fuel yourself, if that makes sense. Let's go on to the next card and then we'll get clarification on the cards. Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse, it's saying that old patterns, old behaviors, those behavior patterns prevent you to move forward. It prevents progress in your life. Being stubborn and self-reliant and, postponing things and not making a decision on a journey and of making a decision in whatever situation, really. That is preventing you from moving forward. That is preventing you from having a new beginning. Because the Six of Swords upright is you leaving for a new fresh start, for a new beginning. But that's not happening because you're on repeat. And you're on repeat for whatever reason, and you keep repeating the same thing, the same pattern over and over. So there's no progress. You just keep going backwards. And then I feel like, with the Ten of Swords here, that's saying that you need to let go of outdated ways of behavior and thinking and surrender to how things are by using your inner strength and courage here. I feel like some of you, there may be some betrayal going on. But we'll have to get more clarifications to figure out where that is. So let's get some clarification on the Strength card. But I do feel like for some of you, you do have anxiety and you're worried about something. But if you're worried about a job or a relationship, any situation, it's not going to progress forward because of your old ways of being. You need to change how you think, how you behave, the way you react in order to move forward, to have progress. Because right now you're not having any. It's just like stalemate or you're going backwards. You're on reverse. You're not on drive. You're not going forward. And it's because you're not letting go of the way that you think, behave, and act. And then unless you change that, things are not going to move forward. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, clarify the Strength card for Sagittarius. February 11th to 17th, 2019. Why is the Strength card here for Sagittarius? You need to have courage to change and move forward. Why is the Strength card here for Sagittarius, please? Okay. Some of you definitely need a reading. There's too many cards and I'm not going to take them. Some of you are being overly emotional. Or it could be that you're just being stubborn, really. Why is the Strength card? Okay. So you're being very defensive. You have the High Priestess here. Okay? The High Priestess is, there's no action. There's nothing happening. It's inaction there. And you feel very defensive, and like if you have to defend what you believe in or what you want. It's like you're having to defend yourself, defend, your ground. Could be against Aquarius. But I'm getting that if you change your ways, there's hope. And some of you are too stubborn to do that. And no movement here, and I told you that because you keep going backwards. You don't change the way you are. You're not moving forward. Why is the Six of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius? Why is the Six of Swords reversed in Sagittarius? Okay, so I feel like there might be some Some distinct going on here. Why is the Six of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius, please? I feel like some of you need a reading. These cards are not, the energy is like way off. Why is the Six of Swords in reverse for Sag? Clarify the Six of Swords for Sag, please. Some of you just want to be happy. You want to have that, you want to feel fulfilled. But if you're looking for a relationship to fulfill you, then you're in the wrong area. That's the wrong thing to do. You need to go within yourself to feel fulfilled. You have the Tower card, so something definitely needs to change here because there is no movement. Because the Tower is all about changing, right? It crumbles the foundation that you're standing on. It crumbles who you are to create a new you or create a new beginning. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse further, please. So definitely, as I mentioned, you got to change. Otherwise, you're not going to have no progress forward. There is going to be no movement forward. So far, it's just you. Well, with the Leo here. I feel like you need to be more nourished, have more compassion towards yourself. Nourish yourself more. I don't feel like you're doing that, Sagittarius. I feel like you need to love yourself more. Pay attention to yourself. Okay, so we're not getting any more clarifying cards for this one, so we're going to go ahead and move forward with the Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Sagittarius? Please clarify. Okay. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Temperance. And the Temperance is Sagittarius. So that is you. And with the Temperance here, that's saying that you need to have more balance in your life, right? You need to use more moderation. With the Ace of Swords there, that's gaining clarity. That's gaining the truth of the matter. And the truth is that you need to love you, Sagittarius. If you don't see that there, the truth is that it's you. You need to come first. You need to love you first. With the Ace of Swords here, this also talks about having that great inner strength, that inner power to give you the ability to overcome any adversity or setbacks, okay? This card talks about your own actions. It talks about if you don't take the action to move forward and move out of this, the way that things are, and have that balance and do things in moderation, then you're not going to have movement forward. So this is all about movement forward. This is all about progress in your life. And I don't see any progress in any area, whether it's a relationship or a job, however this relates to you, whatever situation you may be going through. There is no progress forward. And I'm not getting any more clarifying card. So definitely this is all about you here, Sagittarius. Something needs to change. You know what that is. It's how you are behaving. It's how you're doing things, what you're thinking, the way you react, and having to be so defensive. Maybe if you weren't so defensive and stop being so stubborn and see things from a different perspective, then things can change. You can change, and then you can have progress forward. But right now, there is no movement forward. There is none. And until you do that, until you make that change, then you'll have that victory, right? You'll overcome all of the difficulties, but you need to change first. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we'll talk next week.